Hello, friends, and welcome to the Cinemondo podcast. We're going to talk about something that's so near and dear to my heart today.
We
We're going
all
to talk
love
about
we all love it.
Ultraman.
We love Ultraman.
In America, we used to go. It was a thing where I remember when I was a kid, it was on in the afternoons. If you lived in Japan, you knew it because it was current,
Yeah.
stuff. But in America, it was this weird thing that showed up on television when I was a kid, and I didn't know what the hell it was.
It was weird and it was on reruns for years and years.
Yeah.
You can still find it. It's
It was
streaming.
scary to me, though. I
Yeah.
remember the way it started with that swirling stuff, and it formed into the logo, and the music was so strange.
Mhm.
And Ultraman himself, I was like, what is he? Is he a robot? Is he a guy what is he? They never really explain what
don't.
Ultraman is.
They don't.
And the monsters, what? Where
see,
did
I
those
thought the
come from?
monsters were cute, so I always felt bad for the monsters because everything was so cute. They looked like dolls to me, like the cute things I would want to play with, little animals. So I was always sort of worried about the
And there was
animal
some
life.
really sad ones too, like the
Yeah.
the Garamon one where he had the little red balloon, that was stuck
Mhm.
to, and he dies, and it was so sad. It was
So
like
sad.
heartbreaking. I was like, I've never seen anything as a kid where
Yeah.
a cute character dies.
It was shocking. It was not
Yeah.
cool, man. But it lives on even now, like Godzilla. You cannot get rid of Shin Ultraman.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like they've tried to do. There's been other Ultramans over the years since the original '60s one that I'm talking about, but they never really captured that weirdness of the first one to me. I mean, there was like the Ultra 7, and there was all these different kinds of Ultramans, and
Yeah.
they all had different configurations. Some had horns and different colors, like blue and all. And they were cool. Some of the ones from the '80s were kind of cool. And then they tried like anime Ultraman, and I just never really got into it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
It never reached the heights of weirdness of the original
No.
original old school Ultraman. But there's this new trailer, new film coming out in Japan. I don't know when it's going to come out in the States. Hopefully at some point.
Yeah.
But it's called Shin Ultraman, made by the same folks who made Shin Godzilla here recently,
was great.
which was great.
Loved it.
It was a different Godzilla, but it
really
was
was.
it was a very Japanese Godzilla.
Yeah.
It wasn't made for American audiences, which is great. And this seems like the same kind of thing. I actually confess I've seen this trailer. But
Oh, I have not seen it. Going in cold like I like to.
it's a hoot.
Okay.
It's exactly what I want to see. It's like, okay, I want to see this. It looks
All
like
right.
somebody understands. Shall we roll that
Let's
trailer?
roll it.
All right, I'm going to mark it.
Okay.
Do we have speed? Speed. Action. Toho logo.
Japanese subtitles.
家督隊戦銃班班長の田村です。
怪獣はなぜかこの国にし
The
か出
Science
現しないんだ
Patrol.
核廃棄施設まであと山一つしかない。
君の来訪の目的は何だ？
大気圏外より飛来中の飛翔体あり。
Classic Alien.
何が起こった状況は飛翔体が付近に墜落したもよ。
いえ、膠着です。対象物が動いています。あれがウルトラマン。
Even the optical effect coming from his hand looked old school. I love that.
霞が関の独立連隊へようこそ。
バディは相棒と理解している。
バディは互いの信頼が第一。
巨人の行動には怪獣とは違う知性を感じた。
あなたが何者か正体が世界中にばらされている。
私と一緒にこの星のために働きませんか？
あなたは外星人なの？それとも人間なの？
The sound effect, everything.
It was so retro. It looked
Yeah,
like
it's
something
very
that
retro.
came out- like in the 60s.
The whole thing coming out of his hand, that effect that comes out of his hand.
Yep.
In the old days, they used to animate that the way they would do animation, like in a Mickey Mouse cartoon, and it looks like an optical animation. It doesn't look like a digital effect. I was I had to rewind it and watch it. I'm like, they used like an optical effect for that.
I think they used the kind of cheesy actual sound it sounded like.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
let's talk about the song. What up with that? The
It's a
song
hit.
was so inappropriate during that trailer. It did not match at all.
It's a hit.
It's a hit.
I can tell.
And it didn't fit.
It hit and it don't fit.
It doesn't fit.
No,
It is going to be a huge hit.
The song actually kind of harkens back to the sort of 80s version of Ultraman in a way, which I mean, the thing is,
Funny.
I remember the old one because I watched it in, the 60s one, because I watched it in I guess it's called reruns when it comes from Japan and they show it in America. It's not really reruns, but
Yeah, it's like
it's
syndicated.
Yeah. But then there was the 80s one that had those kind of pop hits that you used to hear in a lot of 80s anime and, kaiju movies and things like that. But this just looks like loads of fun to me.
It looked really fun, super cheesy. I like that they kept the nature of it just being practical. It didn't look like a lot of digital CGI to me. It looked like they did it. As far as I could tell. Even the villain who has the drill nose guy, he looked like somebody in a suit also.
I know. I like that it's like a guy in a suit, or at least it has that vibe. I don't know if they did that digitally. If they did, they were probably like pushing the digital artist, make it look more like a guy in a suit.
Exactly.
But the alien that you see, that sort of faceted face alien with the little glowing eyes, that's a classic alien from the old Ultraman show.
Funny.
That's a very cool alien.
Yeah, that looked really
design
cute.
Stuff, the old Subaraya stuff.
They really could. You could just interchange that with any '60s trailer for like a Japanese Ultraman type film, and it would look like that. And I like that they kept that spirit. That made it really cute. I think I might have recognized a couple of those actors from other movies.
Yeah, Shin Ultraman. I mean Shin Godzilla.
Yeah,
but
and also I think some might have showed up in like Tokyo Vice. I'm not sure, but yeah, I mean I think they're actors. Good,
we'll
big
have to look
actors.
that up.
Yeah,
Let us know in the comments.
Look about the Tokyo Vice.
Yeah. So I'm definitely gonna watch this one, and yes, I'm gonna buy the 4K DVD and everything, and the toys, and I'll do it.
And then look at like all the scenes of him just sort of standing, looking very heroic, like in the mist and the smoke, and he'd be just kind of turning.
Yeah. And those cool flying
Everybody
scenes where he's in that great pose, where he's like sort of planking,
That's so funny.
Yeah.
They kept the spirit and they did not try and improve it or change it. They just kept it. And I love that.
It works, It's
It's
like,
very
why do people still love it? It's like, let's
because it's sincere.
tap into that. Yeah.
Yep, they didn't change it. They didn't try and make it better. They just went for it. I love that.
Yeah.
It's very cute.
I'm there.
Fun. All right, that's it for our Ultraman, Shin Ultraman. This is our second review of the Shin Ultraman. We had a trailer last year,
trailer,
a teaser trailer with our friend Mark Maddox. We took a look at that, and that was super fun.
Yeah,
and now we got a little more footage, and
this
great
is the
song.
final trailer, and it opens really soon. It was delayed for a while because of COVID
like
and all
everything.
that.
Yep.
But it's finally coming out like next month, I think, in Japan.
Nice.
So let's all go to Japan and
let's do it.
Yes.
Maybe it'll release it here, like on some like Prime streaming or something.
Yeah. I hope so. Someday soon.
Maybe we'll see it. All right, you guys.
Everybody.
Let us know what you think of Shin Ultraman.
Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.